We're getting ready after a very, very long night. I was up every like 30 or 45 minutes all night with Jax. If you're new here, Jax is Nathan and I's baby. Nathan is my boyfriend. Our baby is Jax. He's about 6 months old, and he's usually really great about sleeping through the night, but every once in a while he just doesn't. And for him, there's nothing that's ever like, oh, he's just like woke up like once or twice, like other than that it was good. No, he's either gonna sleep all the way through the night or be up every 30 minutes, and that's what happened last night. Yeah, today I guess we're gonna get ready. I had a totally different video planned, but I'm way too tired. We're gonna get ready. I'm gonna show you how I look less dead when I feel dead. So glow factor is going to be on like 1,000 today. This was the Ulta Beauty Liquid Illuminator. This is in the duochrome shade. I know that they have different shades. I like my primers or glowy, just like this, kind of just like a glowy lotion, to have this purple undertone for my skin tone, because it does bring a little bit more life. It takes out some of that like sickly color from your skin and brings it back. And you don't see like purple underneath your foundation, you just see the glow. This is also a really good look to have like in your arsenal. Good products to have for when you're like really hungover. This is the look I pull out for that as well. I'm freaking tired. It is so early in the morning. I basically gave up on trying to go back to sleep at 4:30 in the morning, so I am very, very tired right now. This is the type of day you definitely don't want to skip your skincare. I know it's very tempting to do that because you're super tired, but I promise you will feel so much better, look so much better, your makeup will wear so much better if you still just take the time to do your normal skincare. Especially, again, if you're like hungover trying to do this makeup look, you might want to like wash off the makeup from the night before. This is an okay shade match for me. I have to have a tiny bit of color to my skin, but that's not a big deal. And this is actually this isn't a Real Technique sponge. This is that like 6-pack of sponges from Amazon that got really popular recently. It's supposed to be like the Beauty Blender dupe in there. I don't really think that's true, but they are great sponges, and you get 6 for like $9, so you cannot beat that. And like you get so many different shapes and sizes, like that is the best. And these are really good, actually. I really do like these. I've used like every single one of them in that pack, and they're all great, so I do actually recommend that. The only difference that I see in the Beauty Blender compared to some other sponges is that the Beauty Blender deposits so much moisture onto your skin. Even when you really wring it out and stuff, it still just puts so much water into your foundation. But other than that, I mean, I don't see any other difference compared to other sponges, so like, who cares? It's not like you can't live without it. There's just so many other options out there, like I don't want to deal with that anymore. So this 6-pack and like the Wet n Wild $5 sponge, the pink one, so good. I will deal with it looking greasy. This is the wrong shade. Shoot. That was the shade Pure Ivory. Honestly, it's not going to hurt to be more highlighted today, but I have a better shade. I always mess up my freaking concealer shades. I always get them way too light, especially when I'm pale for some reason. This one actually just like matches my skin tone like almost perfectly. It's not really like too much lighter than my actual skin tone, which that's what I prefer. I don't really care about the like super highlighted under eye. I really don't think that that looks that good on me. I just don't. That and winged eyeliner, that's just two trends that I'm never gonna jump on because it just doesn't look good on me. Look how dewy it is. It's light, it's dewy. I'd say it's like medium coverage, which I don't, again, this is kind of like a lighter coverage. It's not like flawless very full coverage, because when you're like really tired and your skin is just like, ooh, that look just isn't gonna look good. So this is like a light to medium coverage kind of look that is very, like, it feels really light on the skin, if that makes sense. Oh, that packaging. Natasha Denona Love, what is it? Love and Glow, Love Glow. I'm going with some of the creams. And these are more of the days that, for my skin tone, if you're similar to me, this is where I go a little bit more pink with my blush rather than peachy orange. I love that look, but when I'm tired, pink just looks a little bit better on my skin tone. It looks more natural for this like light to medium coverage kind of look that we're doing. It's accomplishing more of that looking alive kind of thing that we're going for right now. I forgot to put on my bronzer, cream bronzer situation. And that's what happens when you're freaking exhausted, so. Boom, so easy. I freaking love this. I do not regret buying this at all. You do have to love being dewy to like this, but that's right up my alley. So I love that palette. And this palette, the Revolution Rachel Leary, one of the collabs that they did, she made 2 palettes with them. This is the smaller of the 2. This pink shade, it's so similar in color story, I guess. These 2 palettes just like, they go together so beautifully, especially like this cream up here. It looks very, it's just in the same family, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they're exact dupes for each other, but they're in the same zone. So if you don't want to buy this, you don't think you would use this, but you like that like pinky tone in there, this is a really great buy. Plus you get so much other stuff. You get eyeshadows, you get this awesome highlight. It's so beautiful. A glowy bronzer, which I really love. This is a very, very deep bronzer shade. With my pale ass, I have to be very careful. Even when I'm fake tan, I have to be careful. And then this beautiful blush, again, the eyeshadows, and you get a mirror. And I think this whole palette is like $15. So good. This is so great. I've been using this so much lately because it's actually like the perfect on the go palette for me. So Goddess on the Go is actually the perfect name for this. The Physicians Formula Elixir, it's the Silk Foundation Elixir. I didn't say that before. This was actually sent to me, but they sent it to me in my very, very tan shade, and I have not fake tan since I gave birth. I haven't even fake tan, like, I didn't fake tan at all when I was pregnant either, so it's been a long time since I fake tan. But I don't want to waste this, so I use this as a liquid bronzer all the time, and it's great for that because it is so light on the skin. I mean, it's just, this is like the lightest foundation. Like the feel of it on your skin is so light, it's so pretty. So it's obviously like too dark for me right now, so I'm just gonna take a little bit, not even a whole droplet full, and just pounce that in, and then I'm gonna do my forehead and like my entire cheek area. This is also something I used to do way back in the day when I had a lot of acne, because I would use a full coverage foundation all over my face, and then I would use a full coverage foundation in a darker shade to do like bronzer. So just to get even more coverage on that acne. Obviously it's not going to take away the bumps and stuff, but you just feel better when you can't see all of that like redness and stuff, because a lot of cream contours, they don't have coverage to them. So I would just use foundation in a darker color. So if you haven't tried that yet and you have some like cheek acne that you just want to make sure that that redness just will not go through, use a foundation. Not a lot of it, obviously, because you already have foundation on, but use like half a pump of your favorite full coverage foundation as a cream bronzer. Thank me later. We're back. My camera overheated, but all I did while I was gone was set my under eye and my nose, because that's typically where stuff kind of breaks up on me. Standard Wet n Wild's powder and a sponge. Good to go. So then we're going to start dipping into this palette. And first I'm going to go in with the glowy bronzer. If you've been here for a while, you know that I like to do this. I, again, love to be glowy. I go in with a super, super glowy bronzer, or even like a very bronzy highlight first in like my forehead bronzy areas and down the side of my face, because if I go overboard, then when I go to put my actual like more matte bronzer on top, I can kind of like tone it down when I'm trying to like actually bronze and contour my face. So shiny, it's called Golden Hour, which, what a good name. If you don't watch Rachel Leary, she is a YouTuber from the UK. She is so funny, and she does a lot of different videos, and they're all so good. She's so creative, and I don't know. She does like makeup style, just talking, like girl talk videos, and she's super funny and super beautiful, and she makes the best recommendations ever, and these palettes that she made are so beautiful. I freaking love her. If you are especially like chesty or like a busty gal, she does a lot of style videos and style posts on her Instagram specifically for that. So I know that that is like few and far between sometimes to find somebody with like your specific body type. I mean, it's even hard for me because I'm built like a freaking wall. So yeah, so if that's like your body type and you want to watch more like style videos, then she's your gal. I do want to rant about one thing that has been frustrating me like this whole quarantine, and it's these freaking MLM Huns. We all know probably a few people who left high school and joined an MLM, and then they message you on Instagram or Facebook or whatever you have, and you haven't talked in years, and they're like, hey, I'm doing this thing, hey girl, like I think you would be killing it. Okay, we've all gone through that. I know. The thing that's annoying me the most is how, I mean, they're just predatory. There's no other word for it. They're just predatory. I already didn't like MLM Huns before because there's just something sketchy about that, about what they do, because nobody talks to you the way that an MLM person talks to you in your freaking DMs. And what I mean by that is, and this is what's always thrown me off about it, is that they will message you. Sometimes it's people you know, sometimes it's people you've never seen before or met in your entire freaking life. They just find you on Instagram somehow and they message you. They message you and they're just like, hey, I see that you have acne and I sell skincare, and you can also sell the same skincare if you sign up underneath me. So what do you think? You want to jump in with me? Who talks like that except MLM girls in your freaking DMs? Nobody. It already rubbed me the wrong way because of that, because that's not normal. And it started to piss me off even more when I got pregnant and like after I had my baby Jax. And I was very subtle about my pregnancy, about announcing my pregnancy. I didn't have like a picture of a sonogram. Like first thing you saw, you had to like scroll to see that. You wouldn't have even known unless you read my caption, and like a lot of people just scroll through, see a picture, like it, leave. Like they don't really read your captions, I don't think. It was so subtle. And then I think I posted 2 or 3 pictures of like me looking pregnant. That's it. I know so many other people who post like every single day about their pregnancy, or at least once a week about like their belly update and stuff like that. And still, even me being so subtle, I got inundated. I've gotten messages before, but never in the quantity that I got them when I was pregnant and after I gave birth. Oh my God. And you know what? Again, who talks like this? I cannot believe the number of people that I knew from the past in like high school and college and stuff, and people that I've never seen, never met, nothing in my whole life, sliding into my DMs and telling me, hey, I see that you're pregnant, I see that you just had a baby, you might want to lose the baby weight, so I'm selling this Beachbody bullshit, do you want to do this? And you can also, you know, babies are expensive, so you can also make money on the side from this if you want to do that. 2 things. Again, who talks to people like that? You would never, ever, ever walk up to a mother at the park with her kids and say, hey, I see you have kids. You probably have some baby weight that you're self-conscious about. Why don't you buy this? Again, $150 thing from me. Nobody knows if it works or not because it doesn't. And lose that fat you're trying to lose. And also, why don't you try to sell this shit too, because you probably know a bunch of other fat pregnant bitches. Like, no, you can't talk like that to people and expect to have happy reactions. You just can't. And two, this is probably a me thing. This is like a pet peeve that I have. Saying to me, you know, babies are expensive. You probably want to make a little bit of extra money. That pisses me off, because you're basically saying that I'm irresponsible, that Nathan and I are super irresponsible people and we didn't, you know, we're not ready to have a baby. Trust me, if we couldn't afford having a baby, we wouldn't be having a baby, because we're not irresponsible morons. Please don't assume that I'm an idiot who's just gonna buy this shit from you because you DM'd me on Instagram. That annoys the crap out of me. And I feel bad because I know that they just look for pregnant people. They have to. The number of people that I've seen join, especially Beachbody, but probably other MLMs too, they're all the same. The number of people that I know or have known, like from the past, like high school and stuff, that I have seen during this social distancing and quarantine time join like Beachbody and stuff, I'm like, girl, that you did not need to spend that money. And then I seriously, you see them post like twice on their story and then they're already in your DMs, and it's like, I've been following you this whole time. I know you have not been using that stuff for long. You cannot possibly know if it works or not, but you're gonna come up in my DMs and tell me how it's changed your life? Honey. And on top of that, half the people that I knew from the past, it's like, you weren't even nice to me in high school. Like, you never even talked to me in college. You did not even participate on our group project. I had to do that whole thing by myself. I am not gonna buy this crap from you. Like, so annoying. Anyway, I also went in with the highlights Get It Poppin', and now I'm going in with a super, super light amount of the Caramel Slice, which is the bronzer in this palette. I'm talking like I go boop and I shake my brush off because it's just so pigmented and it's kind of a darker shade. So I'm gonna hit that here. I also hit it on my forehead. But yeah, the MLM people are just like really frustrating me with this, like between like me being pregnant and then giving birth and like shortly after that all of this quarantine stuff happened. I've just been like inundated with messages and it's so annoying, and they all say the same thing. Oh, and on top of that, some of the things these people tell me are just bold-faced lies. They're just not true. Like, so many people have told me, like, if you get a high enough rank, I hit this rank in like 6 months, and if you get a high enough rank, you can get a free car. It's not a free car. It's not a free car. The lease is in your name, and if you don't hit that rank again every single month after that, then that payment becomes your problem. Did you know that? Did you know that? And here's the other thing, and a lot of them are like, no other company will give you a company car unless you're like super high up in the company. It's just a lie. It's just a lie. I was 19, 20, just starting out at a job at a freaking makeup company at a counter. I got a company car when I started traveling for that company. They gave me a company car, and guess what? If I didn't sell as good the next week or 2 weeks from now, I still had the company car and I didn't have to pay for it. I didn't have to pay for the oil change. I didn't have to pay for the gas. Nathan drives a company car right now. Hello? Like, the things they tell you are just not true. So it's just annoying. It's just annoying. Now I'm going in with the blush. It's called Sunkissed. Just putting a very, again, really light amount of this as well, because these are pigmented as shadows, face thingies. If you are in an MLM and you're watching this, I don't think that people are necessarily, like, everyone's a bad person. I personally know people who are very nice and very good people, and they join MLMs and they try to get me to join with them, and you're not a bad person. You're probably a vulnerable person, and somebody else preyed on you and they're teaching you how to prey on other people. Okay, so now I'm taking Coconut Latte, the like really light highlight eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna take it on an M433 or 433, yeah, and just kind of like dust it over my whole lid. Then I'm gonna take a tiny bit of Goddess, the gold, and put that like more on the outside. It is a shimmer, but I'm just keeping it on my lid. It just adds a little bit more dimension, but still keeps things glowy. And then a teensy, all on the same brush because we're tired. We don't have time for that. Straight fire. And I'm gonna take a little bit of the bronzer as well. I'm just gonna dab and then tap off and then throw that in the crease. You don't want to put no eyeshadow when you're tired because it's gonna make your eyes look even more closed off. But again, we're like sleepy, so we're not gonna be doing anything crazy. Okay, editing Lauren, hi. I realized that the eyeshadow looks super washed out for some reason. I'm standing in front of a window, so this is natural daylight, and I put this on with a fluffy brush, so it's not gonna be like, bam. Like if you pack this on, obviously it's gonna be even more, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pop off camera and do my brows, and then we will be back. So I used the I used the e.l.f. brow gel, the one that's just gel with color, no fibers, in dark, and then I used the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil in ash brown. I just like this because it's super fast, so when I'm really tired or trying to go fast or whatever, it's super fast. Then I used the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Highlight. I think there's only one shade of this. It's kind of like a pinky nude in the waterline, mostly to just like cover up some redness, make me look a little bit more not dead. And then I used CoverGirl Exhibitionist and Wet n Wild Mega Length. This is like my favorite combo of all time. Honestly, I know I was a ride or die for the CoverGirl Lash Blast, the one in the green packaging, Clump Crusher. However, Wet n Wild Mega Length might be taking its place. Coffee. This is my second cup of coffee since filming this. Also, I have so many other videos that I'm going to film today. Despite how freaking exhausted I am, hopefully they come out okay because I am so exhausted. But just let me know what you want to see. I have a couple like favorites videos, like a hit and miss video, and then like an Amazon favorites that I want to film, and then I do have another like makeup look in mind. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it as a get ready with me or just like a regular video. And then I also wanted to talk to you guys about what y'all think if you want to see vlogs, if you want to see cleaning videos. I really like to watch like cleaning videos, cleaning motivation type of videos. If y'all want to see that, and if you want to see more vlogs, and if you do want to see that stuff, let me know. And let me know if you think I should do it on a different channel. I know that probably sounds really dumb because I do not post consistently on this channel, but I don't want to jinx it, but I think that is going to change soon because I'm finally adjusting to like being a mom and still doing my hobbies, and I've been just really motivated by that. And yeah, it only took me like 6 or 8 months, but you know, it's fine. Let me know if you want to see those kind of videos, and if you do, then let me know if you think I should make a different channel just for like home stuff, and then I will keep like homey vlog type of stuff, and then this channel I'll keep it like strictly beauty oriented. Let me know. Oh, that was the e.l.f. This is the Candy Kiss from the trio. I'm not sure if you can even get this or like if you can buy anything similar from e.l.f., but I do like the Physicians Formula tinted lip balms. This is a tinted lip balm, and then I put the matte lip color in natural, like more around the edges, from e.l.f. Yeah. And then I did use this also when I was doing my brows. I never get it on film when I use setting spray, but I swear I use it every single time I do my makeup. Today, again, want to be dewy. The Dewy Setting Mist from e.l.f. And I think this is the coconut one. It is the coconut one. So that is me done. Oh, and this doesn't matter at all because when I go to get groceries and shit, I'm gonna put on a mask. So whatever, but I just wanted to actually sit down and film and talk to you guys. And this is actually, I do this a lot for like this look, a lot for pictures too, because it just looks like your skin but better if you don't look like shit. And if you do look like shit and you're exhausted or hungover or whatever, it just makes you look like alive and like you're normal and just like you're here for the day. I'm gonna leave my Instagram down below. I'll be trying to post there more too. I don't think I have anything else to say, so wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just have a good one. Bye.